Okay, so this dish is perfect on its own. I do mean that, it's absolutely delicious on its own. However, it's also a very good accompaniment to a roast dinner. Now, I would use fresh, couldn't get fresh, so I'm going to use a frozen. And we're going to make a cauliflower and broccoli cheese. Very simple. I'm just going to put this in there and we're going to shove it, for now, in the oven. Now, obviously, it is water, it is going to be a bit wet, but I'm going to put that in an oven, 200 degrees, hopefully after 30 minutes, it should be roasted. Might not have the same impact, might not have the same impact I want as I would with fresh, but it'll do the job. So that goes in the oven at 200 degrees C. So there is our beautiful roasted, although it was frozen, so not particularly well roasted, but it's there. Cauliflower and broccoli. So I'm just going to move that about a bit, shuffle it up, take a couple of pieces out for the lad. Because, yeah, I don't have enough to make vegan cheese sauce for him today. So I'll take a little bit of broccoli, okay, and a little bit of cauliflower, sweet corn. And there we go, that's our beautiful roasted broccoli. And now what we're going to do, we're going to make a delicious cheese sauce to go with that. Okay, so a nice cheese sauce, very easy to make. I'm just going to put it on medium heat. Now I do all this by sight, okay? So we're looking for 1:1 butter to flour. I do tend to use a little bit more butter than I do flour though. So almost like 1.5 to 1. So there's my butter, I'm just going to melt that in the pan. Melting nicely, just chop it up, have it on its way. So first thing, we're going to melt our butter. What we're essentially going to do, we're going to essentially make a bechamel sauce, then add literally a body load of cheese into it. That's it. Nice and simple. Bit of Dijon in there if I've got it. If I haven't got it, a bit of mustard. I'm sure I had some Dijon somewhere though. And a tiniest bit, because I don't like a lot of it, a tiniest bit of nutmeg. That's big. I have to go this way around. But the first thing we are going to do, I'm going to make sure we do this actually. I had forgotten. First thing, we're going to mandolin. I'm just going to get off to the side 1 or 2 bits of garlic. And it's gone quiet because I am, well, contemplating life choices at the moment. Listen, I'm not. So, issue is with this pan. A couple of bits in there, but never mind. I'm going to turn my heat up slightly. And then actually, while that's melting, I'm going to put some bit of garlic in there as well. So I'm just slicing garlic, very rudimentary, quite bigger than I wanted. We're going to soften that up. I'm just going to cook that garlic out a little bit. And then what happens is when that softens, we can add our flour. Our. Okay. Soften that out, that's fine. So you can see that now. We're just going to cook that garlic out a little bit. We don't want to overcook it. Now, I'm not keen on it. A lot of people do a brown butter cheese sauce. And eventually what you're doing, you're cooking that butter till it becomes brown. Almost burnt. And people do a burnt butter sauce as well. I'm not keen on it. I'll wait till it just about turns. And then go from there. Okay, there we go. So the idea is we cook this butter through so it just about starts to brown. The garlic's softening. Oops, well it was softening so it escaped from the pan. And then we're going to add our flour soon. I'll come back in a few minutes. So there you go. You can see that brown starting to appear, which is fine. And I'm happy with that. So I do this by eye. I'm going to go about 3 tablespoons. That might be a bit over, but it's fine. And now we're going to mix that in. And there's garlic in here and everything. Now we do need to turn it down, because what's going to happen is if you have that at high heat, that flour and the garlic that's in it, it's not going to cook out, it's going to burn. And then you have a disgusting charred flavour. So I have whacked that down slightly. I'm going to just make sure that flour is keeping moving, that we're not catching. It's a good pan to be fair, so it shouldn't be in danger of that. Okay, that's nice. Now the trick is, and I always say this, give it a sniff. Excuse your face. You can still smell a little bit of flour, but it's not too bad. Now what we can start doing, okay, is adding our milk slowly. Well, I say slowly, I'm going to whack a bunch of it in. That's it. We're going for a bit of a bechamel sauce first, and then we can add. Now in a bechamel sauce you can add, and you should add really, bay leaves and what else? Onions, red onions. Works very nice. Just a few slices. But this, we're just going for a basic roux. Okay, so flour, milk, butter, and then obviously that delicious addition of garlic, which will caramelise and cook in that cheese sauce. So we do need to work it at this point, okay? Just keep working it until we get a sauce kind of consistency. I want it a bit thin before I start adding my cheese, because my cheese is definitely going to thicken it up, particularly because I'm quite sacrilegious and I like to add a couple of cheese slices in there as well. Okay, but this does work, I promise you. So I'm going to keep stirring that, keep stirring it, keep stirring it. Adding more milk as we go along until we get that consistency. We're like, it's already beginning to hurt, but never mind. Keep going, keep going, keep going. So what's everybody having for tea tonight? Leave me a comment below. Give me some ideas. What do you want to see me cook next? And please, 90% of you aren't subscribed to my channel yet. You're still watching. So please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Almost another catastrophe then. So you can see that thickness is beginning to take form. So it's going into that smoothness. Now I know it still looks very lumpy and it will, so we're going to continue to work it. Promise you, take time on this and you'll have a delicious sauce. Now, like I say, I'm going for a little bit thinner than I actually want. Now, you are going to hear me heavy breathing. Sadly, I do have ischemia from an incident that happened roughly this time last year. I have hinted towards it, but that does mean on busy days, stressful days, or just tired days, that my heart struggles a little bit. But it's all good. I'm still cooking from scratch and I'm looking after myself. So there's no worry there, but that's what the heavy breathing is before people go, oh wow, you sound out of breath, are you alright? I'm also very nasally because of the meds. So there we go, that's about as thin as I want it. So now we're going to go in with our seasoning first. So we're going to add a touch of salt. As much as I don't like it, I do think it adds a little bit more depth. So we're going to go for a little bit of grated nutmeg. Touch of black pepper. And if you don't do this already, I'm going to say why not. The next thing we want is a generous dollop. I won't even say teaspoon. A generous dollop of Dijon. And then what we're going to do, we're going to stir that together. Turn it up a little bit. And make sure that that's nice and done. So there's our roasted garlic bechamel, bit of Dijon. Now the magic ingredient, cheese. Lots of cheese. So yes, I'm sorry, you're gonna hate me, but there we go. One, don't ask me why, I just think it adds to the texture of the sauce. And I find it quite nice. That's just me. Families never complain. I see the family preferred it this way for many, many months. And while that's there, I'm going to go in with some proper mature cheddar. Okay, you could do Red Leicester, you do whatever cheese you want. I think you need something quite strong on a cauliflower cheese because you need that cheese flavour. It's not cauliflower with sauce, it's cauliflower cheese. So that cheese, and broccoli should I say. So that cheese, you really want to come through. It has to be quite powerful. So I am adding, how much am I adding? About 100 grams, probably a little bit more. And do you know what's the best thing about grating cheese? Or is that little bit at the end for me. So we're going to work this in. And then judge the thickness when it's all melted. That's a lovely, delightful sauce. And that's how, actually that's how we make a cheese sauce. That'd be a nice little video to do, won't it? Just a little cheese sauce video. Or a roasted garlic cheese sauce. Just let that simmer along on its own for a minute. Now there we go. Still a bit lump, still a couple of bits of cheese that need melting, but that's fine because what it's going to go on our cauliflower and broccoli, where it will then be roasted until a brown and crispy. Well, not crispy, until it starts to bubble and char. I like that, little bubbles of chard. Chard, is that the right word? Or little charred bubbles that you get, you know, when you cook a cheese sauce. So that's what I'm going for. Anyway, you're just going to move over slightly, push our cheese into view, whack that off, and there we go. Our delicious, absolutely beautiful, rich, I would say creamy, but it's mostly milk, and it's thingy, what's the word? Semi-skimmed at that, not full fat. Okay, but there you go, a delicious cheese sauce that we're going to roast cauliflower and broccoli in, which I'm making a kind of a butcher's job now in coating that. There you go, delicious. Don't look tasty, or you could eat that just like that, but we're not. We're going to bake it. See you in a bit. And there we have it, our delicious, bubbling, piping hot, hotter than Mount Doom cauliflower and broccoli cheese. Perfect for any roast dinner, or as a side to any other meal, or even on its own as a dish. Obviously, as usual, if you like what you see, if not, enjoy what you eat and eat what you enjoy. There we go. And if you do like the content, as 90% of you who watch this channel haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button and I'll see you next episode. As usual, don't forget, wherever or whenever you are viewing this video, please give it a thumbs up, share and subscribe. Click links to the right to see some more of my beautiful, delicious recipes. Give that notification bell a ring to be informed of future content, and last but not least, comment below what's on your plates.